Now let's bring in my guest today, Olusalako, better known as SLK, joining me right now from our Lagos studio. Hello, SLK. Do you know you're very funny? Has anyone told you that before?
Well, someone is telling me that right now. Of course, I'm used to that. Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Absolutely. I'm really happy to have you on Arise 360. I'll tell you a secret though. I have a thing, you know, with comedians because I'm terrible with sarcasm. So as we proceed, I beg you, try, because then you know you comedians, sometimes it could be sarcastic. I will not know you are joking. I will take you serious. So let's just a little preamble as we go on with this conversation. Do we have a deal?
Okay, we have a deal. I'll be serious.
You're special. Walk me through this process. I mean, this is a big deal. First of all, when we think comedy specials, stand-up comedy, you know, most of the time it's just, okay, let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it straightforward. But you took it all the way there. You went all the way to Netflix. How did that happen?
Well, without sounding cliche, we cannot separate the power of the divine from that. However, a lot of work was put into this. It's been like 4 years in the making. By the way, this is not my first special. This is my second special, but this is the first to get on Netflix. And so after the first special, we took it to the cinemas. That was TGIF, and we went back to the drawing board. We were able to cross some T's and dot some I's. And right now we came back better. Shout out to those that worked with me, and we're able to make nothing is perfect, a near perfect masterpiece, as some people have described it. And so we are here now. Shout out to Film One, also our distributors. They made it happen.
So when you were planning for this, you said you went back to the drawing board. Your jokes, you know, is it something that you plan? Because sometimes you see these jokes, they come out so easy, like you're just saying it like it's just off the top of your head. Do you rehearse your jokes, write script your jokes? Does someone proofread them before you come out? Do you like, okay, maybe if are you married? Are you dating? Do you have someone that you bounce off your jokes? Like, okay, babe, what do you think about this joke? Did you like? How does it work for you?
Wow, what a segue. What a segue. You're asking me for my process. I'll tell you. So I lock myself in a room in the night. I wear black and red. I'm joking. Okay, that's not what happens. What happens is I draw inspiration from things around me, from things that happen. I try to embellish them. Most of my jokes come from some element of truth or some truthful observations, and I try to make it as relatable as possible. And of course, one of the major features of stand-up comedy, one of the major strong points of stand-up comedy is making jokes out of serious issues, is social commentary. And so I try to express myself, express my sometimes real, true opinions on topics, or sometimes I just play the devil's advocate. Sometimes I just bring out the funny side. Whichever way the joke swings, I follow. And so if you want more than this, then you have to come to my master class, and I'll charge you for that.
I agree. I think that's even the best way. But we know that skit making is also your thing. So skit making versus stand-up comedy, being on stage, I've been told it's very different from skit making. Seeing as you do both, how would you compare both experiences?
I think skit making is a fantastic piece of art. I think skit makers are geniuses in their own right. However, I prefer stand-up. I've concentrated on stand-up more because stand-up is live. I like it's like a drug. It's like you are there and you are making people laugh in real time. There's an adrenaline rush, like they call it. So you don't know how it's going to go. You see, that uncertainty is what makes it special. And so I'll go with stand-up comedy because you get to prepare, but you don't get to prepare enough because you can never prepare enough for anything live. Anybody that does anything live will know that you don't get to prepare enough. Anything can go wrong, and that is what makes it beautiful, the fact that you don't know. However, skit making is a little bit, you can actually say, okay, I'm not putting this out there because I don't like it. But stand-up is gone, is gone. So I prefer stand-up, and I think with stand-up, I have a voice to directly talk about issues or just directly express my mind.
It's weird. I perfectly understand what you mean, because I will relate that to presenting, like we're live. This is a live show. If I cough, if I sneeze, you know, it's gonna go live. Anything I say is real time, as opposed to vlogging, where you sit in front of a camera, then you know, if I don't like the video tomorrow, I can delete. Live TV, it doesn't work that way. If I said it, I said what I said. But if there's one thing I know that also comes with being live, it's the nerves. Sometimes, SLK, the Igbo girl in me would just slip out. I can say I think, or maybe you know, things like that happen. You know, so there's bound to be mistakes. There's bound to be moments where you're like, oh boy, why did I say that? So what would that moment be for you? Because you can't tell me you have never had one of those.
Oh, if you're asking for a bad time on stage, I've had that in the past. One that particularly stands out is the one at a comedy club where I performed and it didn't really go down well. That was sometime in 2014 or 2013, if I remember correctly. 2012, I beg your pardon. And that happened, and I was almost sung out of the stage. Trust me, it was not an experience you want to have. But what those kind of experiences teach you is to prepare better, is to strengthen you. In fact, those experiences prepared me for this moment. Of course, there are techniques to the trade. Of course, it's not like everything you say. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes some things don't go the way you plan, but with experience, you know what to say per time, and you will know what you can say to correct what might have been said wrong.
Very valid. So now I know you've just put this out, you're still promoting it, but you know, the world of entertainment is insatiable. You can never give enough. It can never be too much. So while everyone is enjoying this, are you working on new content? You know, are we expecting something soon? Or should we just use this one and just, you know, hold our body small?
Yeah, it's a mixture of both. You need to use this one and hold body for some time. Like, it's teetotaler. The beautiful thing about a content on Netflix is that it has rewatch value, especially when it's really good. And so you can always go back to it. You can always reference jokes. You can watch it. You can stay on it. It's teetotaler on Netflix. It's showing already. However, I've recorded a series ready to be released, and we're just waiting for the right time. It's a sitcom. It's comedy as well, to comedy. Then, of course, since we shot Teetotaler last November, preparation has started for the next special. I've already started preparing the jokes. I've started working the materials at my comedy club, JJC, every Wednesday on the island. And I've started working materials, working the jokes, and getting myself in shape for yet another special. So yeah, those are the things we have in the pipeline. Like
SLK, well, congratulations on this one. Good luck with its release, which is, of course, you know, out right now. Everyone else can go watch it, enjoy it, love it. I've got to say a big thank you. That's as much as we can have on the show today. I look forward to having you back on the show. Not to talk about your special, though. We're going to have a chat, like an actual chit chat. Okay? So you're going to come back. You will. Thanks for joining me on the show.